it's a process, and I'm loving the process, and I'm dreading that it's almost over, but gosh, I would recommend this to anybody because it really makes you dig deep inside and listen to what the Lord is telling you to do, as opposed to what you think you should do. Mine was very deep inside of me, but this has brought it out and brought me clarity. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Ron and Jordan and everybody in this group. I love you guys.
Wow, this customer avatar worksheet, yes, it has given me a lot of clarity. I've been working on something similar for a while, but this has helped immensely. Um, and I'm super excited the way God is bringing things together in my mind and showing me how it can work.
Coaching is at the very bottom of this house for a reason. Coaching, I believe, is the place that you can personally make the deepest impact in a person. In a coaching environment, it's very unique. With coaching here, I think it's one of the most impactful way, because it is a spiritual gift as well, exhortation. And coaching is a place where, it's really conversational. And I find the Holy Spirit shows up tremendously, like on a regular basis. So what I would suggest, and where I think the fastest way to make money here, is coaching. Why do I say that? Because coaching has, depending on the industry, no barrier to entry.
I'm so excited about this challenge because I believe that I have finally found a community that I can relate to and that can relate to me and that can help me to really get clarity on the gift and who I'm to serve and how I'm to serve them, and to do it in a way that is pleasing to God.
Even though I started late, I was listening to day one a few days ago, and it just throbbed on my heart. When I listened to all of the information that was being shared and the posts that people were putting, my goodness, I felt such a kingdomship community. I felt the heart, the Holy Spirit pouring through so many people.
A lot of times with coaching, I think what I've realized when coaching is you may think that just starting out coaching, if you're just starting out coaching, you might think that I don't really know that much right now. But when you get on a call with someone, a Zoom call with someone, that's how I like to do it, you begin to realize that you're really far ahead of where they're at, and the simplest concepts to you are actually very new to someone else and may be overwhelming or difficult. And so just even breaking it down simply for someone, they can really, really see oh, wow, I get it now. I understand. And they get super excited and just blown away.
I want you to keep going. Keep pressing in. Trust the process.
These two gentlemen are spirit-led. They are spirit-led, and when I say that, I'm not taking that lightly. They don't rush into teaching you without seeking the Lord. And that's what makes them different from any other coach out there. And so really heed their words, because they know what they're talking about. And I'm proud to say that they're my coaches.
My clarity took me a totally different direction. Same goal in mind, but definitely a more open avenue to be able to offer so much more. So thanks, everyone.
Be encouraged that God is in control. When I first got out and I started truly walking what the Lord wanted me to walk, I had a brother tell me that God is just a scavenger hunt designer. And he got a ministry for you. He got a plan for you. It's like a scavenger hunt. You gotta go find what you need. You gotta get your feet wet. You gotta get out there and go and do what he has called you to do. You gotta get out there. You gotta dive in and just trust that he is able.
Every single one of you has a unique kingdom calling. Every single one of you is wired for impact. It's who God created you to be. And telling yourself, no, that's not right. I don't know. Doing that is an insult to God.
Invade us now, for you are joy and prize. To see the captive hearts release, the hurt, the sick, the poor at peace. We lay down our lives for heaven's cause. We are your church. We pray, revive this earth. Build your kingdom here, let the darkness flee. Show your mighty hand, heal our streets and land. Set your church on fire, win this nation back. Change the atmosphere, build your kingdom here. We pray. Unleash your kingdom's power, reaching the near and far. No force of hell can stop your beauty changing hearts. You made us for much more than this. Awake the kingdom seen in us. Fill us with the strength and love of Christ. We are your church. We are the home on earth. Build your kingdom here. Let the darkness flee. Show your mighty hand. Heal our faith and land. Set your church on fire. Win this nation back. Change the atmosphere. Build your kingdom here. Build your kingdom here. Let the darkness fear. Show your mighty hand. Heal our streets and land. Set your church on fire. Win this nation back. Change the atmosphere. Build your kingdom here. We pray.
All right, all right. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, rather. We're so excited that you guys are here. Ron, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good, man. I'm a little tired, but I've got my coffee and I'm perking right up. I'm feeling good.
Cool. Yeah, I've had my coffee too. So praise the Lord, because I'm a little tired too, man. So guys, today, well, actually, before I even say anything, please invite your friends to this, message the people that you've met in this challenge. You're like, dude, where are you at? Come on, get in this thing, because this is going to be awesome. Like today, guys, is really, really close to my heart because it is something that I struggled with so much and actually cost me a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of frustration, a lot of sleepless nights. And so today we're going to be creating pricing, packages, and programs. And I was at a time when I had started my business, I was like, I had no idea how I was going to price my stuff. I had no idea what I was doing. I was writing a ton of custom proposals, which is like the worst thing for me. Like I just did not like writing a bunch of proposals. And it was like, I felt like I was always off. I was all over the place. I had like 1,000 Google Docs going and all these different things. And my pricing, I just never felt confident in. And so what I ended up doing was what it was worth was here. I was charging like way down here. And what that ended up doing is it actually ended up hurting my family because we didn't have enough money because I was not charging what I needed to be charging. And so I was just all over the place on this. And it came to a place where I'm crying out to the Lord, please help me. Like, I don't know what to do in this. And Ron entered my life and I was like, Ron, can you help me with this? And I actually paid Ron $500 to teach me what we're going to teach you today. I'm serious. You can ask my wife. I paid him $500 to coach me into creating my pricing, my packages, my programs, that kind of stuff, like, because I had no idea. And so we're giving this away to you guys for free today. And I really hope that it blesses you a lot, because this was an area that was just like a huge struggle for me. Let me see in the chat. Have you guys struggled with pricing, with your confidence, with your programs, your packages? Have you struggled with that? Let me see in the chat. Is that something that you guys struggle with too? Natasha says, me, I never even started. Joseph, yes, every day and then some, definitely. Yeah, awesome. We all do, yes. Yep, my packages have been one of my biggest challenges, even in my VA biz, says Pam. Yes, with all the things, without even starting. Yeah, I totally understand. Kind of what we're also creating today is a lot of what I talked about yesterday in the funnel. When we're creating a funnel, there are pieces of the funnel that you create, and part of what we're going to go over today is assembling some of those pieces into your different offers within the funnel. So guys, I really think that today is going to be tremendously helpful. And I think also for those of you that are kind of unclear on who it is that you are wanting to talk to or work with or serve, I think if you're having struggle in those areas, or if you're struggling in those areas, this is almost like taking it at a second angle, thinking like, okay, what's stuff that I can create? And then that might help bring some clarity to who it is that you can bring those products to. So it's almost like a different angle of taking it. So you want to add anything to that, Ron?
No, man, I think you nailed it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's do this thing. I'm really excited, guys.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Welcome to day 6. Wow. Day 6.
Man,
This thing's almost over. I kind of like don't want it to end because I love these people, but I'm also like tired, and so I just want to keep going. Day 8, day 9, day 10.
Yep. I feel
right.
you.
Day
Sleep
6.
for a couple days, hibernation.
Today we're going to be working on crafting your pricing, packages, and program. And before we do that, as always, we are going to do some prayer and some prizes. So I'm going to go ahead and pray for us today. Father, thank you so much for this time where we can really get even more clarity today on how to serve people and make deeper impact with them. Show you how to make, thank you for showing and teaching us how to make a profit and be in biblical integrity and really serve people. Father, I pray for breakthrough, for creative ideas and inspiration, that you just lead, guide, and direct. Holy Spirit, we ask that you come. We welcome you during this time. And we begin in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Amen. All right. So for this prize, here's what I kind of want to know first. Who was part of day 5 yesterday? Who came last night to our 6 p.m. session? Let me see it in the chat, in Facebook chat. I'm seeing a ton of hands being raised right now. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So here's what I want to do. We realized that a lot of people missed last night, but we want to reward you guys who did come to last night's session at 6 p.m. So we're giving away a $50 Amazon gift card today to someone that showed up live on our event at 6 p.m. The good news is we decided we're actually going to be doing an encore presentation of that. So if you're wondering, hey, how can I start my coaching business and Jordan and Ron build the whole thing for me and show me how to get clients and make money, and how do I really get to that place where I'm set up to hit 6 figures and make impact? So if you guys want to learn how that works, you can watch the replay from last night at 6 p.m. or stay tuned for our encore presentation. We'll announce that when that's coming. But let me see in the chat here, who write your name or say something in the chat if you were there, okay? And I'm gonna do my best to try to select someone random. Let me get over to the Facebook crowd here. All righty. Let's see who we got here. One second, guys.
And there's a
What was that, Jordan?
lot of people were here last night.
Yeah. Oh, wow. This is awesome. All right. Here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to close my eyes and kind of point at the screen, people who chatted, and that's how we are going to do this. All right.
I love it.
Ready? Here we go. Sean Fields. Sean Fields, congratulations. Where's Sean at? Sean, are you in a place that we can unmute you and put your camera on? We want to give you a prize. Sean Fields, where you at? I'm going to unmute you, Sean. Sean, how you doing, brother? Can you hear us? Bottom left, unmute. All right. Well, Sean's not able to join us for some reason, but Sean, what you want to do is go to support at kingdomimpactchallenge.com. Sean, go ahead and send your address over there, your email address as well, and we're going to send you a $50 Amazon gift card. Guys, can we give a round of applause for Sean for taking action, showing up live, investing in himself? Give him some props in the chat. Oh, here we go. Sean's saying he'll put his camera on here. We'll pull him out here in a second as soon as I see you there, brother. You there, Sean?
Yeah, I'm here. I think I'm a little challenge with technology.
Well, we just want to say congrats. Sean, what was one of your favorite things that you learned last night? Oh, Sean's saying he's having some
challenges.
Tech challenges.
Yeah,
all right.
Am I on or no?
Yep, you're on. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. Super. I think, well, there's so much gems in there, so much good information packed in there. But one of the things that really resonated with me was, taking our testimony and putting that out there, putting out our testimony of what we can do. Because many that are probably my avatar, I would say, the ones that I'm targeting, many of them might be in the same situation.
Awesome. I heard you said some things that that really stood out were the customer avatar and using testimonials. So that is fantastic. I'm really happy to hear that, Sean. I'm going to go ahead and mute you up. But again, congratulations, Sean. Get with customer support, and we'll make sure we get that prize to you. All right, guys. So as always, if you didn't see last night or any of the other days, you can go right here, replays, resources, and all of your homework. And this is how you win prizes, by showing up, by doing the homework. We're really just rewarding you for helping yourself. But so go to the units, watch the replays, use the resources, and do the homework. That's where you can find it. So guys, last night we shared, how me and Jordan can build all this stuff for you and with you. And I just wanted to talk about one piece of the program I think is really valuable for just about everybody here. This is one of the 20 plus things included in the Christ Center coaching program. This is really a breakdown of how to start a Christian coaching business. It's a crash course. It's an intense 90-minute training, but it's everything you need to know to kind of start that. Then of course we have the Christian Coaches script book. Today we're going to show you your prices, your packages, your programs, and how to create that. But if you don't know how to sign people up and what to say, how to run a strategy call or discovery call and overcome some objections and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to make some money. We'll give you a few tips on how you can get started on that. But I just wanted to highlight one of the bonuses and part.
Yeah, and these things are also things that I have paid Ron for. So the coaching business creation formula, the crash course is amazing. If you've never coached before, or even if you have coached, he's going to give you a ton of information that's really, really, really helpful to kind of arc out the whole thing. And so you don't make a ton of mistakes. You just get on the right path immediately and you just know what to do. Like, it's incredible. And then the Christian Coaches script book, I've used it with clients and it's amazing. It just gives you step-by-step, just kind of what to do and really how to help close the sale and answer any objections. Like, it's really incredible.
Awesome. Yeah, I forgot that you have these.
Yeah, man.
Great. All right. So guys, if you have watched the training from last night at 6 p.m. and you want to talk about joining the program or check out financing options, or make sure that it's a good fit and you just need somebody to process with, you can go to kingdomimpactchallenge.com/book. Again, one of the things I said is the qualification for this program is not the space in your credit card or the numbers in your bank account. We just want to make sure that this really is a good fit for you, because we invest an insane amount of time and resources into our clients to make sure that they're going to succeed. And that's why we have such a good track record. So this is people who are for people who are relatively serious and just need somebody to process or want to look into some financing options. All right, day 6, pricing, packages, and programs. But I have a question first. How many of you guys here have started trying to already create your pricing, your packages, your program, all that kind of stuff? Have any of you guys started trying to create that stuff or have that stuff existing in your business? Let me know in the chat, because this is going to help me gear the conversation today.
Veronica said yes. Christy says yes.
Emery says on Facebook, in the process, early stages.
Yep, we got Robert says no, not yet. I've started but tried to go further but get stuck. Yep, understand that. Yes, not for my coaching biz, but in VA biz. Says Pam, not yet. Yes, a lot of things in part, not yet, constantly tweaking. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Great. Well, the good news is about this is I'm going to show you a really, this is the best way to structure your online business. Anything that you're like a personal brand or you're the face of the business, this process that we're going to walk you through. This is something I've had in my business maybe 4 or 5 years now. And it is awesome because what it is we create a machine to continuously generate leads and sales for you. And we'll show you how that works. But what about all the work and time and energy I've already spent working on all this stuff? You know, what about all of the ideas and prayers and all the time I've already spent investing in this stuff? You know, I have all this prior work and ideas and stuff I've been wrestling around in my head for months, and now I'm here, and like it's what God's speaking to me and the clarity that I'm getting in this avatar and the Find Your Calling. It's not matching up with all the work that I've been doing all this time, and I don't want to let that go. I don't want to just say you know, and have all that time be wasted. And what about all the energy I spent? You know, I want to kind of want to see a return on my time, right? So here's the reality of this, guys. I used to do really well in network marketing, and you know, when I left the industry, it was because God was speaking to me to leave the company, and I had a very high residual income in that network marketing opportunity. I didn't have to work anymore. I just got a great check, and the Lord told me, turn it off, shut it down. And I was like, what? I literally don't have to do anything. I'm getting like free money right now. I spent 2 years building this, and you know, and he's like, shut it down. And it was clear that he was trying to call me something new, bring me out of network marketing. And when I did that, it was one of the most painful things for me because I loved my team. I loved the business. I was really passionate about what I was doing at the time. And the Lord, you know, it led me to let go of that. So I actually had to grieve that business. I actually had to grieve and mourn a little bit, losing that and letting that go. It kind of felt like I had done all that for nothing, and I was really frustrated. And what I learned is that I have to be willing to let go of whatever it is that I'm holding on, and my ideas and my ambitions and all that stuff, and really be open to God's best. And how do I like to show this is it's like this. We have our hands open like this. Do you guys remember the position of surrender that I was talking about? Yeah, it's arms open like this, like the cross. And when we are hanging on to our ideas, all of our stuff, it's like we have our hands closed like this, okay? And when our hands are closed like this, if Jordan was to toss me a ball right now or give me anything, I'm not able to catch it. My hands are closed. I got it my way. I'm in control. But as soon as I can surrender and let go and open and say, you know what, Lord, not my way, but yours. Mm-hmm. And when you can do that, it opens you up more. It's an act of surrender that opens you up to the Holy Spirit and saying, you know what, God, I've done all this stuff. I've done all these products and all this work and stuff. But if you're calling me to something new, if you're speaking greater clarity to me, help me let go of the past. Help me let go of all this and step into what you're calling me now, into the future. Help me to let go. You know, words that God has been coming up, he's been saying to me a lot with several clients is I keep hearing strip down, dial back. There was another one. I don't know. It's all about doing less, though. A a lot of us have so many different irons in the fire, you know, like I'll do internet marketing over there. I'll do this business over there. I've got 2 other businesses right here. And then I'm volunteering at this place. And then I'm feeding the homeless over here. And then and you know, we have so many things going on, a lot of good things, but our good things, a lot of good things are often, good is the enemy of God's best. Just because it's good doesn't mean that it's God's best for you, okay? So be willing, even though it's like, I gotta let go of that. That is something you have to grieve or let go or mourn, so you can be open. And when I'm open and I'm surrender, it's easier for me to be creative and create and hear God and really work with Him. Yeah. So I think it's important that I shared that today, and hopefully that like gives you a little spiritual and mental prep for what.
Can I share something on that real quick, Ron?
Yeah.
So what Ron's saying is like, we're operating in peace. We're abiding in Him and He's abiding in us. And the fruit of wisdom is peace. Her paths are peace. And so I've had a client before where he was not of the Lord, like he was not a believer, which is fine. That's okay. However, the stuff that we were wanting to work on, again, nothing wrong with that, but the way that he conducted himself, he was extremely in love with money, did not value what I was trying to do, and he would try to just cheap out anyone, anywhere, and finally got to a place of like, I was so unsettled and so much unrest, I had no peace at all, and he kept promising all of this money and all this stuff, you know, if I just stick with him and pour out my guts and my heart and all my skills and all this stuff, with little to no return up front, like in these different things. And it was just like, my wife and I were like, no, this isn't it. I honestly had to fire my client. But after that, the Lord just provided like, I'm working with people that love the Lord and working with people where it's just fun and there's peace. And it's like, we don't have to put ourselves in those positions. If there's no peace, listen to that. The Lord's trying to speak to you in that.
Yeah, well said. Well said. Let me share my screen again. Cool. Jordan, if you could spotlight my video, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, so here's how we're going to start. What does your product, service, or coaching do? Another way to ask this question is, what is the transformation that you deliver? A coach, at the end of the day, is selling transformation. We're taking someone from a before state to a after state. So you guys remember the before and after grid from yesterday? How many people did the before and after grid? Let us know in the chat if you were able. That was like a bonus optional piece of homework. But who did the before and after, and what was that like for you? What was that like for you? And while you guys are commenting, I want to say that whatever it is, a product, a service, coaching, anything it is, you have to be able to communicate a clear and tangible result that you can deliver. A lot of people will just think, if I get more eyeballs to my website, if I get more eyes on my funnel, or people can see my product, they would buy more. I just need to get more people. And that's not always true. Okay, it's true if you have a very good dialed in converting offer and like, you know, it works. Okay, but if you cannot communicate the tangible before and after that your product or service delivers, no one is going to buy it, because they cannot envision themselves, they cannot see themselves in the before state. So your product or service or coaching is sort of like the vehicle to drive the distance from before to after, from point A to B. And you got your coaching car and they're getting in the car with you, and you're going to drive them to the after place of place B. Okay. So Jordan, what's happening in our chats?
Well, actually, Pam had said that she couldn't access it because she couldn't download or print it. That is something, the link on the Facebook page, I think it was a JPEG and not a PDF. So that is one note, and it wouldn't let me change it. Facebook was not liking that. But yes, other people said, yes, it was life-changing. Veronica, I really like this. She said the transformation, depression to passion, anxiety to excitement, fear to faith for the future. That's it right there. That's so very good.
That's good.
Now I understand why commercials are laid out in the way they are. Yes, that is exactly like you guys are starting to see that there's actually framework in the way that things are presented. And yeah, so you start in this area of like, this is where they are now, this problem, this thing that they're feeling. And this is where we're taking them, this transformation, this like excitement, like now they're feeling like really amazing. So yeah, that's good copywriting basically.
Yeah. It's like you guys ever seen like the weight loss commercials and doing before and after of, there's a picture of me with my pants not fitting. And then there's a picture of me afterwards and my pants fit great and I'm happy.
Transformation. Yeah.
Transformation.
Yeah.
And then guys, the transformation I was going for is I want my wife to look at me that way.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. It's the same thing that I said with the lawnmower, you know, it's a lawn mowing company. It's not that the blades are really long or anything. It's that this homeowner gets to now chill out with his family on Saturday because he doesn't have to mow his yard anymore. That's transformation. Mm-hmm. We speak transformation and it resonates on a deeper level with people.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you want to be sure of what's the tangible result that you deliver. Will the person have lost weight? Will they have mental peace and clarity? Are you doing some kind of like emotional work or counseling or something in that area, life coaching? Okay. What's the clear before and after? Are you a business coach and maybe you do something similar to me and Jordan? You do Facebook ads or funnels, or you get people who don't have a website and you get them a website, and that's the after tangible thing that you deliver. Or maybe you are helping people get started with these kind of things. I was talking to a friend of mine in this program, and he's starting a business here, and he is going to be helping people get started with their online ministries. And some of the products or services or things that he could do is things like how to set up your YouTube channel. Maybe you sell a course on how to use Zoom and do a broadcast like this, or how about videos or a product or service on how do you do your Facebook Live, how to do a Facebook Live, and all the details of that. So there's a lot of things that you can think of. You just want to think before and after is the simplest formula to create products, services, or coaching. Okay, so here's what I call an ascension model. And the goal of this is to create an ascension. You want to take somebody from free, they don't even know who you are, they don't trust you, it's a cold person, and take them all the way up to profit maximizer. So let's unpack this a little bit. Jordan, how would you explain or how would you describe what a lead magnet is?
So a lead magnet is something that you're going to give away for free. It's usually like a really valuable resource that you have. Sometimes people give away, their best stuff up front, because then like if they give away their best stuff up front, then for free, then it's like, well, what else do they have? And it kind of like starts to make them think like, wow, they probably have something also really, really amazing. A lead magnet is basically you giving away a free resource in exchange for contact information, them giving you their name and email address, sometimes maybe a phone number, so that you can continue talking with them. A lot of times through email marketing. So maybe some examples I could give you of a lead magnet would be a video training or a checklist, templates, cheat sheets, free trial, discount code. There's a bunch of different kinds that you can give. An ebook is okay. Okay, here's the difference. Don't give something that's going to take them forever to consume. It's got to be something that's going to be easy for them to digest. Like, which is also amazing because it doesn't mean that you have to go and write an entire book to give away for free. Do people give books away for free? Yes, they do. But you don't have to do that. You can create something that's not this massive, massive project, but create something that still gives a tangible, valuable value and a tangible result quickly. You want them to be able to consume it very quickly. So, yeah, that's pretty much what a lead magnet is. It doesn't have to be incredibly hard.
Yeah, actually, I want to give you guys a free resource. It's actually called the Lead Magnet Checklist.
Oh, man.
So let me.
This is huge, you guys. What he's about to give you.
This is something people buy from me, but I want to give it to you guys for free. So let me show you what it is. I'm going to put the link here in the chat.
Is it the one from Digital Marketer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a certified partner with Digital Marketer, so I get to use all their resources. I can give them away to whoever I want. So Jordan, if you could copy paste that link into the Facebook Live for our friends over there. And let me show you this. And I think it's important to, I wasn't actually planning on showing this, but I think it's really important. So let me pull this document up here. I'll share my screen again. Because here's what we want to do. The beginning of this whole process starts with kind of like a handshake. And offering a free lead magnet or a free giveaway in order to attract somebody into your Good Spark funnel and into your pricing or coaching business, you want to give something really valuable away for free. And this is your introduction. This is the start of your relationship. So your goal is to over-deliver and under-promise. So here's how this worksheet works. It's basically a worksheet and checklist to help you come up with what's something free I could give away to start off this relationship and this process and start getting people into my house. You guys remember the graphic I showed you with the house and the roof yesterday? What can we give them away free to invite them in? So here's your lead magnet title. So let me give you an example of one of me and Jordan's. This is one of the things that we use here, but this is an example of a lead magnet. Okay, for the person we're trying to help is coaches. So this is 23 marketing methods to get more coaching clients. Video and PDF included, video tutorials and walkthroughs, exactly how to set up your own marketing in your coaching business. And when somebody actually enters their name and email here, they're going to come into contact with one of my 4 C's, one of the 4 C's in the framework. Can anyone tell me what C a lead magnet would be? What are the 4 C's? We have coaching, content, challenges, and courses. Those are the 4. That's the 4C framework we taught on last night on how to make money online. Let's see what we got here. Joseph, first one, nailed it. Content. Michelle, content. You guys are getting, this is awesome. You guys are getting it. Sweet. Cool. Great question. So Veronica asked, what was the platform for lead magnets to be hosted? Or are they all different kinds? So guys, you can host the lead magnet just about anywhere. There's 2 places that I do it for free. This is like where you can store a document, an ebook, some video recordings, things like that you can give away. And if you look at the link I put in the chat here, I'll throw it in there again. I'm giving you a Dropbox link. Joseph asked, could a lead magnet essentially be a course? Yeah, it can be like a mini course. That's pretty valuable. So if I had like a faith-based business, I could do a course on, 10 different styles of evangelism. Here's my free training on that. Mm-hmm. That's just an example for like a faith-based thing.
And the key to that is that it is a mini course. Okay, don't do a 30-day course. Because at that point, they're probably not going to finish it. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's going to be something that they can consume very quickly because they're going to be really excited and want to continue further with you. So
let's
don't
keep
make
going
a huge,
down.
massive course and give it away for free.
Yeah, good point. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Jordan.
You're good.
But let's keep going. If you could spotlight me, and let's keep going through this checklist so we know what are the parts of a lead magnet that you really need to create. And guys, those of you that are joining the coaching program, this is one of the first things that we do in the coaching program. We create lead magnets so people can come into the front of your house, and then we start and we create your profit maximizer. Where is that here? Yep, we create your profit maximizer up here, top right, your $1,000 or more offer. Okay, so the lead magnet checklist. Here's the title. So mine was 37 ways to, what was it? 23 marketing methods to get more coaching clients. That's the title of our lead magnet. And describe the lead magnet promise below. What is the promise that it makes? So let's check this out. The promise is it's going to show you exactly how to set up your own marketing in your coaching business. If you're a coach and you're trying to start a business, you probably want to learn a little bit about marketing and how to get leads. So this is the promise that we're making. And here's the second promise. You're going to walk away with several lead generation methods to enroll more clients for your coaching business. So I'm delivering a clear, tangible result. Are we seeing that? The before is, I don't have clients. I don't know how to market. I'm starting my business. I don't know anything about marketing. I'm brand new, right? And the after state is I'm going to know exactly how to set up my marketing in my coaching business. I could probably make this even stronger and say, so that I can get leads and clients, right? So the other promise, walk away with several lead generation methods to enroll more clients for your coaching business, okay? What I could also say, if I can give it even more tangible result and say, enroll 2 to 4 clients per month into your coaching business. That is a stronger promise. It's tangible. Okay, I'm going to get 2 to 4. Things are not just going to be set up. I'm going to get 2 to 4 clients. Nice. That is a stronger offer. And the stronger promise that you can make, the better your offers are going to be. But again, keep in mind, we want to under-promise and over-deliver. It's kind of how our relationship with Jesus is. Life more abundantly.
Yeah.
So much better than I ever thought, dreamed, or imagined. Amen?
Amen.
Hands up, double hands. Where are our emoji people? Where are we at? Yeah. You guys are awesome.
Veronica asks, is the opt-in page on your website, or is it a separate domain that people are directed to through an ad? I do it, you can do it both ways, really. You can have a spot on the website that might say like a free resource, and then that leads to a specific capture page where the lead magnet can be downloaded with a name and email address. But what I typically do is just straight up, this is the capture page, and I would send traffic to that specific capture page. Because if you remember in the example last night where I compared a website to a funnel, you send them to a website, they can go everywhere. Not that a website is bad. They complement a funnel, but send them straight to the capture page because there's one path to take. As far as the domain, yes, it can have its own domain. Ron created the domain Kingdom Impact Challenge for the capture page on here that you guys would have seen if you registered through the funnel. This is probably a little more techy, but you can create something called a subdomain where if you have a main domain from your website, you can put like a word just before that so that it might say like, getclients.christcentercoaching.com. So you can create that kind of stuff too. But that's stuff that I handle for clients. Like,
you don't need to know about that stuff. Let Jordan do it. Unless you want to pull your hair out.
Yeah, for real.
So here's the deal, guys. The details of this stuff, it's going to work out and more clarity will come. Let's get through this worksheet. So here's some types of lead magnets that you could do. Here's some examples. So you can do a report, a cheat sheet, a toolkit, a video, software download, or free trial. I just put a link for a free trial of ClickFunnels in the chat. That's the software that me and Jordan use. Jordan, if you could put that in the chat for our Facebook family over there. Okay. Software downloads, a quiz or a survey. I've seen those work really, really well. I had a client, Jay Kumar, who he owns 2 fishing brands, bassblaster.rocks and targetwalleye.com. And we regularly use quizzes and surveys and kind of combine them with a giveaway. It should really say quiz, survey, or giveaway there. And every time we do this, we get somewhere between 10 and 30,000 leads. Jay obviously has a big budget, but that strategy, the quizzes, the surveys, that stuff is pretty powerful. I'll tell you one of the quizzes and surveys that I'm personally going to be making, I feel really equipped to teach on this stuff, is I'm going to be making a spiritual gifts test and survey. How do you know what your spiritual gift is, and questions to help you identify that. So that's one of the things that I plan on making in the future. So types of other lead magnet, sales material. Oh, I gotta share my screen. Sorry, guys. Discount or free shipping. A lot of people are doing free for books, free plus shipping. Let me show you here. This is another client. Jeff, who's also a coach, helps people start becoming coaches as well. But Jeff wrote 4 books. These are 3 of these books that we can sell or give away. And I think one of the things that Jeff is doing right now is he's setting up a free plus shipping offer where they'll send you this book in the mail for free and you just pay for shipping. You make like $1 or $2 maybe. But the goal is that this is a pretty valuable lead magnet, and stuff like this that you can get physically or tangibly, like free plus shipping, really powerful. Like some ones that I use in my business. These are also called low ticket products. A low ticket product is something 7 to maybe as high as 97. What would you say?
I said I typically keep it within a range of like $7 to $20. Just
yeah. For like every low ticket I do is usually $7 to $47.
Yeah.
It's also relative to your market. Like if you're serving people that are, they're business owners and they're 500,000 a year in revenue and up, that's a different type of person than, hey, I'm just starting my business today and I'm struggling with financing and money and that kind of stuff. The person who's 500K a year can obviously do a lot more and buy different products and services and has different problems than the person who is just starting out. Okay, so the higher quality problems you solve, the more you can charge. So going back to Tripwire stuff, these are a couple of my Tripwires. I think I sell this for $20. It's a Moleskine journal notebook. I maybe make, I don't know, $7, $6 on it. It's more of like, hey, I want people to like identify with my brand and become a coach and all that. Another thing we do, and these are really cheap. I forget where I got them made, but I can find out for you guys. I have these little Christ Center coaching pins. I don't know if you can see that too well, but now let me open this. What it is like the logo here, and it's a little like Lion of Judah head. That's my logo. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, sorta. It looks a little blurry, but you guys get the idea. It's a pin.
Yeah, these are just like real life examples of things that you can offer in your business as low ticket items. So
yeah, I sell this for $7. And I think I made 4 or 5. Well, after shipping, probably like 4.
Right. So a lot of times what we'll do, good strategy is like you give away something for free and then you have something in low ticket. What low ticket a lot of times is, or the kind of the point of a low ticket is there's 2 goals that happen with low ticket items. One is to cover or help cover ad expense. So that means if you're spending ads or spending money on ads, and then they download your free thing and then they buy your low ticket product, you're starting to wash out the cost of ads. So you're starting to basically get buyers for free at that point. So, and the other point is to convert someone into a buyer from, just someone who's a lead. Now they're a buyer. And when they're a buyer, they're 10 times more likely to buy from you again. So it's really important you go from lead magnet to actually having something to offer. And another thing that is even considered in the same category as low ticket is that someone has spent a lot of time with you. So there may not be an actual physical purchase, but if they have spent time with you, a considerable amount of time with you, they are also going to be more likely to purchase a next level up, as Ron was showing, like in the Ascension. Does that make sense, you guys?
Cool. So let's, we're going to speed through this a little bit more because I actually want to create some products and offers with you guys. And you have this resource in the chat. We'll post it in the group now. But here's the checklist. It needs to be ultra specific. Okay, it means very clear. It has to be a clear solution to a problem. It should be one big thing. Okay, everybody wants a magic pill, the silver bullet, one big thing, one big promise as opposed to like 10 little ones.
You want to show your screen? Are you looking at the?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I forgot to share my screen sometimes. Here we go. 8-point lead magnet checklist. Here's some stuff here. So ultra specific, one big thing. It speaks to a known desired end result, a very clear before and after state. It's also going to shift the relationship, as Jordan was trying to, was explaining before. It takes somebody from free, cold, they don't know you, hey, nice to meet you, shake your hand, to, hey, would you like to get some coffee sometime? Or can I take you to dinner? You know, it's all right, sure, yeah, I'll test you out. You know, and then it has to be high perceived value. If it doesn't look valuable to you, you're not going to buy it, right? And it has to not just be like high perceived value. It can't just be like, oh, that looks like it's worth a lot. Make it actually good, high actual value. If your lead magnet is all like all sizzle and no steak, you may get the contact information, the lead, that stuff. But if you don't under promise and over deliver, it's going to be a waste of time. It's going to be a waste of your money. It's going to be a waste of your prospect's time and you making it. So speak to an end result. An immediate gratification. Avoid stuff that's like 50-page ebooks or 14 hours of video training. You know, this is something I need to be able to consume in 5 to 10 minutes. You know, half hour at the very absolute top max. Okay, I need something that I can do it now. I don't know you, I don't trust you, just give me some power, boom, 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 show me how you can help. Okay, I want the answer now, and I want to go through it quickly. I want 5 minutes, or I want this 5 minutes or less. Okay, and you know what's good about this too? You don't have to do a ton of work. If you can create something that somebody can go through in 5-10 minutes, that's not a lot of work for you, and it produces a lot of breakthrough for them. So here's the whole thing again. Lead magnet to tripwire, $7 to $97. Your core offer. This would be, for me, this is our coaching. Okay, this is our coaching. A profit maximizer would be something like our VIP, my VIP one-on-one program, where I sell a $24,000 coaching program. I don't sell those every day. I've only sold a handful of those, but I have a 24K program. And we do a lot of done-for-you stuff in that. So that would be a profit maximizer, okay? So you want to try to create this ascension in your customers and generate repeat buyers. This is why the 4C framework is so powerful and so profitable, because look, most people just have these first two steps: lead magnet and tripwire, and that's it. Or lead magnet to core offer, and it's not a great core offer. Your core offer is something like your bread and butter. People should be buying it on the daily or weekly. So whoa, come on, PowerPoint. So guys, what do you charge for coaching? How many of you, let me know in the chat, how many of you like to know, hey, what should I charge? You know, maybe you've been doing this for a while, maybe you're brand new. What do you charge for this? And how valuable, the question to ask yourself is, how valuable is the transformation you deliver? What's it worth to somebody? You know, yesterday we showed you how we can do all this stuff for you, and how it's worth, with fast action, a little over $30,000, and we are doing it at a fraction of that. So how valuable is the transformation that you deliver? How long does it take to get that result? How long does it take to get that result is going to tell you the length of the program that you need to have. For me to go to the before state to the after, how much time do I need? For my pants that are too tight to now fit, and for me to feel good and happy, and my wife to look at me that way, how long do I need to work with you, Mr. Health Coach, to adjust my diet? And how long does it take for me to do that? Okay. And why this is important is if you sell yourself short, you're not going to get results for people. Don't be afraid to make your program and do what it needs to do. People are coming because they have a want, a need, or desire. Well, they have a want. What is it that they want? So you're going to give them what they want and what they need.
Hey, Ron, are you wanting to show your screen on this?
Of course.
Thanks for looking out for us, guys.
It's been a long week. I'm sorry. Yeah. So here's again, how valuable is a transformation? What do you charge? What do you charge for coaching? Well, how valuable is it? And how long does it take? When you know how valuable it is and how long it takes, it's pretty easy. The value of your transformation divided by the time it takes for the transformation. So if I wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to, we'll do a real example, okay? We'll do a real example in a minute. But here's the idea. How many sessions would you give them? If it takes 90 days for them to get from the before state to the after state, how many times, how many times do you need to meet with them? And what I would suggest doing is no more than 4 per month. No more than 4 per month. In my one-on-one coaching, I usually do 3 times per month, and then I have a flexible week in there in case somebody's sick or traveling or whatever. But going every single week can get taxing if you have a lot of clients. So I like to do 3 sessions per month and have that break week, and that's, for me, that's one of the ways I practice Sabbath rhythms, which I'm going to take much more seriously after this.
Amen. Me too.
All right. How do you charge? There's 2 ways for you to sell your coaching: a one-time fee or a monthly fee. So let's say your coaching program is worth, I don't know, let's just say it's worth $1,500, and you're going to do a 90-day program. 90-day program, $1,500. If I were to pay a one-time fee, all right, $1,500. If I were to pay that monthly, it would be $500 a month to get to $1,500. Okay, but if my program is $1,500, I could do a one-time fee of $1,500. But if somebody is going to finance it and pay it monthly, you want to it's always better to get the one-time fee. It's always better to get your money up front, right? It's pretty obvious. But so if somebody does need to finance it, what you want to do is charge a little bit more than $500 a month for like do like $550, $577, $537, something more. So if we did, Jordan, what's 577 times 3?
Okay, let me get my calculator.
I can't do that in my head.
1,731.
1,731. So you got $230 extra by just having to wait for your money a little bit. So these are two options. And when I'm presenting coaching to someone, I always just assume, and when I'm closing, the closing question that I ask, and after I share the program and the before and after that they're going to get. Well, here's a little crash course on how I do it. I ask a bunch of questions on them and their business. I ask them what their goals are. Then I ask permission to share the Christ-centered coaching program. I tell them what's involved, what it costs, what to expect. And then I say, which is a better fit for you, the one-time or the monthly? And I'll tell you, everybody picks either one-time or monthly. Everybody picks. Not everyone signs up, but they always pick. And that's something called an assumptive close. You're assuming someone is going to join. And it's just, which one? This one-time or the monthly? So guys, here is what the whole machine, here's what the whole online business looks like in a nutshell. This is a little bit of a complicated graphic, but this is one to screenshot. And what this is called is customer value optimization. Fancy word for this is how the process should take. This is like a little bit more advanced with the stuff here on the right that says follow-up series. Okay, right now we're focusing on the left-hand side of the screen, lead magnet, tripwire, offer, a core offer product, profit maximizer. So let's start at the top. Our traffic source. This is where we're going to put our content. Are we going to put content on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube? Do I have an email list? Am I blogging and writing and podcasting? I'm learning some SEO to make sure my stuff gets found. Am I doing Google AdWords? By the way, if you want to run YouTube ads, AdWords is where you do it. So on all those places, you'll create content. At the end of your content, you'll make something called a call to action, or a CTA, call to action. And your call to action in the piece of content that you create is to download your lead magnet. Hey, enter your name and email, get this free resource to get XYZ benefit. And once they do that, now they have entered the house. They have entered the 4C framework. They went through what we shared last night, the funnel, and then they go into the 4C framework, and this machine starts working. And how this really works is the funnel does all of the heavy work. All you have to do is create your products, create some content that would deliver and solve people's problems. And you let Jordan and I build this stuff for you so you can focus on what you're doing best. So if somebody says no, then they just keep getting more emails. If they say yes, we try to sell them something else right away. That's the best way to do it. So for those of you that came into the Kingdom Impact Challenge, this is a free challenge. There's a $7 upgrade, and then there's a $47 VIP, okay? So you could argue in this example, the challenge is the free lead magnet. Our tripwire is our $7 upgrade. Our core offer is our VIP, and the profit maximizer would be the coaching. So you can have multiple tripwires. They're called upsells. But after somebody goes into the 4C framework, we would create something called a return path. So using things like email marketing, other pieces of content, blogs, videos, retargeting advertising. How many of you have ever gone to like Amazon or some other website and you look at a product and then like for the next 2 weeks, you're seeing like the garage ladder that you looked at on Amazon or the new dress that you want, and it's just popping up all over the internet? That's called retargeting. And it's a really simple strategy that you can do. It's everyone who hits a certain page on your website, you can actually show them whatever you want. It's really cool. So social media and something called custom audiences, which is a bit more advanced that we're not going to go into. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to change this now. So I'm going to give you a little bit here to take a screenshot if you haven't already. And let me give you the homework real quick, and then I want to do some hot seats with some people. The homework is to go live and use the hashtag Kingdom Impact Maker. Go live, Kingdom Impact Maker. And I want you to share where you're at so far. What have you learned? Where are you at in the process? Where did you start? What was your before state? And where are you now? Because we're still, some of us have popped and we got clarity and we're good to go. Other of us are still, we're a lot better than we were when we started, but we're getting closer. You know, I saw Joey Boss say, this close. I'm so close, but no cigar. It was a great video. So what have you learned? How has this challenge impacted your life? Go live and share this in the group. Really simple, easy homework. We're not like assigning new worksheets and stuff because you guys have a lot already. We don't want to overwhelm you. But let's do some hot seats. So what I would ask is if you are VIP, you do not volunteer now. We're going to hang out with you guys after this session at 1:30, and we'll do that there. But let me know in the chat if you guys have an offer or a business idea or something that you want to process with me and Jordan and create some products or some offers, a coaching package. Who would really on Zoom, got to be on Zoom for us to do this. Who would like to be our first volunteer? You can put it in the chat or put your hand up. All right, first person I see is Renee. Renee, where is Renee at? Oh, there she is. I'm gonna unmute you, Renee. Can you hear, see if you can unmute yourself. How you doing? Oh, I don't know if we can quite hear you. Yeah, we can't hear you for some reason. I'm so sorry.
You were unmuted, but.
So it might be a setting on your phone.
If you're on your laptop, try switching the setting of the mic with a little arrow.
Bottom left. Cool. All right, so while Renee's figuring that out, we're gonna do another person, then we'll come back to you, Renee, unless you got it. We'll still get to you. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of time to figure it out. All right. You can also try leaving the Zoom and then come back in. That might work too. All right, who was second? Christy McConan. Did I say your last name right? I'm gonna close. Everybody butchers mine too. How you doing, Christy?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. What do you got for us? What do you want to work on? How can we help you out?
All right.
I don't know if you heard us. It might have cut out. Saying, what do you want to work on right now? How can we help you out?
That's all right. I'm good. It's Christy Mikkonen.
Yep. Can you hear us?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I had you on Facebook and on Zoom.
Okay. Just Zoom. Just worry about Zoom and we'll dive in.
Yeah. Okay. So my business is I'm getting feedback.
Okay. Close out of the Facebook Live.
Okay. My business is, let me close out Facebook here. And now can I just hear you?
Okay.
There we go. I think I'm good. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
So I work with, I've had a business building websites for several years on doing consulting and digital marketing. And I'd like to build into coaching for rural entrepreneurs who think they need to move to a big city to find success when, first of all, help them define success and help them understand that you don't have to move to the big city to have a successful life.
Cool. So, Christy, when did you say rural entrepreneurs?
Correct.
So can you give us some examples of those? Can we narrow that down a bit more? I'm not familiar with that. What does that mean?
Rural means people who live out in the country in a small town. The town I'm from, the population is 250 people. Well, it might be 250, and that's counting the cats and dogs. So rural officially is defined as under 50,000 people. And I know of a number of different people that have created businesses in rural areas. I myself have had multiple businesses. We have an organic farm that we manage and run that is doing very well. That's one of the businesses we converted to organic.
What kind of businesses do your clients and customers have? Like, I live in a rural area here in New Jersey. I have an online business, but it has nothing to do with where I live. So what kind of businesses are you serving and helping? Like, give us some examples.
Yours would be one of them. I mean, if somebody wanted to start a coaching business, the website side of it, I've worked with funeral homes, a surgical center, attorney's office. But I think it's more the entrepreneurial endeavors, somebody who may be just starting out, that is my ideal client avatar.
Okay, cool. So for somebody that is just starting out, what is the ideal before state, the ideal after state? How is this person, after they've gone through your process and worked with you, what's the transformation look like? What's the after?
Taking an idea, you had an idea and you've taken it from the ideation standpoint to fruition, and you're making a decent amount of money that fulfills your idea success. So you're able to take a vacation, you're able to buy the camper that your family wanted, you're able to have weekends off, you're able to buy a second home, you're able to do the things that you've wanted to do but haven't been able to do with what your existing job or business is.
Okay, those are pretty good. What Christy just described is something called the benefit of the benefit. So meaning the benefit that she delivers is the person's went from idea, the before state is idea and the conceptualization of that, and then transformation that happens. She works with them, they get clarity on their idea, and then she has them set up, is it with a website that they can start making some money with and turn their idea into a business, and they have a place to get paid and stuff?
If they need a website, I can do that. That primarily it's the coaching part of it, and building, having a forum and a format where we could do like a mentor match program, where I match you with another person who has had success in a rural area. Also creating a mastermind with those. So there would be group coaching where you can, I mean, oftentimes when you're by yourself, one of the hardest things is trying to bounce ideas off of someone, and you don't have that person. So having that group format where you can bounce ideas off of them, and also individual coaching. So.
Oh yeah, I highly agree. I mean, like that's what we do in group coaching, like stuff like this all day long, making offers, packages, lead magnets, all this stuff. So I definitely agree. So, you know, here's some things that I'm hearing is you take somebody from idea to business. Right. That's the before and after. Okay. what is the having a business, what does that tangibly look like for the person?
It could be a brick and mortar business. It can be a digital business. It's going to look different for everybody. Maybe you're printing t-shirts and it's a home-based business.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Awesome. So yeah, two thoughts for you. Two thoughts. The first one is try to, it sounds like your business has multiple avatars, like multiple different people that you can help. And you guys may have multiple avatars too, but you're going to have one main bread and butter like person. So you want to narrow in on your customer avatar a lot more, and that's going to help you be able to come up with better offers and better copy. Like you're clear on the benefit of being a business owner. Like that was good. But the part to get to the actual business, I think you can make a little stronger. So what are you charging for coaching currently?
Basically the coaching that I've done has been part of my other clients, like that they're already paying for other services. So I have not done a coaching, but with an individual client. I've got the curriculum all set up, and I was thinking that it would be like $450 if they wanted to do the individual coaching for 6 sessions.
Okay, so 400. How long does it take you to do that? Those 6 sessions over what period of time is that?
It would be under a 6-week period.
6-week period. Cool.
Yep.
So because you have a tangible deliverable and you deliver a clear before and after, you need to be charging more.
Okay.
Your offer is way too cheap.
Okay.
How many, just by a show of hands, you guys can turn some of your cameras on. How many thinks Christy's offer $400? Was it 400, 450 for 6 weeks? 450 for 6 weeks. Is that too cheap? Okay. Yep. The majority of people saying, yeah, too cheap. So the minimum you should be charging per month, because you deliver a tangible product, an asset, is $500 a month. So that 8-week program, what I would do is I'd make it $1,000 or like $995 for the program. And then if they wanted to pay it monthly, they can do 2 payments of $600 or 2 payments of $550.
Okay.
The shortest period of time that I do for coaching is 90 days. For me, in my process, I feel like that's the minimum amount of time that I want to spend and really invest in somebody, because I don't want to let them go prematurely. That's just like a personal choice. If you can deliver the transformation in that period of time, awesome. Okay. But if you can give them other things, like your coaching, let's say that's going to be your new core offer, right? When they're done with your coaching period, what you want to do is get ready to offer them something else. So even if you don't personally fulfill it, you can partner with other people inside of this group that may have products and services that are a good fit, and you can create joint venture relationships. Me and Jordan have that. Me and Julia back. Actually, all of our Christ-centered coaches that are on the team, we set that up and we refer each other business. So it's collaboration over competition. Find some people that like are wired similarly to you that can really help, and you can build your ascension model that way without requiring more of your time. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
The other thing I would do, Christy, is if somebody can't afford the $995 coaching package, you need a downsell. So on the phone is when you usually sell coaching. That's the best way to do it, because I don't know, it's just easier. And so if somebody can't afford that, hey, no problem. You can do our at-home study course. It's $395. It's a fraction of it's less than half of what coaching would be. And that's pretty attractive for somebody who is going to say no anyway. You can offer them a downsell, and then you still get paid. You still impact them, and you can still deliver transformation.
Right. Okay.
Cool. So you feel good about that?
Yeah. I think I really struggle with the freemium. I guess you used a different word.
Lead magnet, yeah.
Lead magnet. Thank you. And trying to figure out what that should be, but I think that's minor compared to making sure I have a deliverable that has value.
Yeah.
Hey, Christy, I wrote a few things out for you.
Thanks,
I
Jordan.
can find where on earth I put my mouse. Okay, I moved my mouse so I could write on my tablet, but I just want to like kind of walk you through an exercise real quick. If I can share my screen. Guys, I think this will be helpful to kind of understand how the process flows. Are you seeing my little whiteboard, you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. All right, so I just wrote out, while you and Ron were talking, I kind of just wrote out a few different things over here on this left-hand side. One-to-one coaching session. So you do 6 coaching sessions. You want to do group coaching, have a community. You're taking people from an idea to a business. So that in itself could be some kind of resource you could create of saying like, maybe here's 6 businesses that you could create right now, or here are 6 ideas that you could go right now and or here's 6 ways to create a business from home, or as a rural entrepreneur or someone who wants to be a rural entrepreneur, here's 6 ways that you can create in a small town or something like that. I'm sure if you're a website designer, maybe you have templates that you've created or that you've purchased. Can you give those away for free as a lead magnet, just for instance, or package several of them together, sell those as a tripwire or a low ticket? Remember, tripwire is just a kind of a fancy term for low ticket offer. So can you design logos? If you don't design logos, can you work with someone that does, say someone on Fiverr or Uplants or Upwork? That's what it is. And
Jordan, can you tell us what those websites are for people who don't know what Fiverr is?
Yes, of course. So Fiverr is a site full of freelancers all across the world who basically will do anything that you need done, whether that is mixing a podcast intro or designing a lead magnet image, which is something that Ron and I have a designer that I work with on Fiverr to design stuff for me. I do a lot of graphic design, but I'm learning to kind of let go of certain things and hire someone else to do that. They'll design websites, they'll design they can do a bunch of different things, and you work with these different people. So and so go to fiverr.com if you want to check out different resources, fiverr.com. Upwork is kind of the same thing. So another thing is maybe you have something that's like how to wireframe your website. For me, when I was doing web design, like I would kind of map stuff out first and like make sure that it all kind of makes sense. So that might be a valuable resource for someone. I wrote 10 ways to make over your website, with the call to actions and all that stuff that you obviously would know all about. But
I got an idea for you, Christy. What I would actually do is I'd offer a free website audit. And what you would do, that could be a lead magnet actually. Not sure if your website will actually make you money. Sign up for a free website audit, and I'll show you the top 5 things you need to do to make it profitable, and 3 mistakes that every website maker, doesn't know.
Excellent. Yeah. Great idea. I did think about like an audit, a social media audit.
That's a good one too.
That's a really good one. Yeah. Right. And you could even, you can even make a resource that goes with that as well, where it's a checklist of different things. Like here's how to audit your website. That could be, playing off of what Ron said. That's another really good one too.
Right.
Yeah. And what you do on this, so what you would do here is you're going to make that page like, hey, free website audit, and then, you know, push it out to your email list. You have an email list?
Yes. Yeah.
Sweet. So Christy, you're gonna make some money here this week. Here's what you're gonna do: is you're gonna take I need you to make you obviously have the skill set to make a little capture page. So I would make a little capture page, or even just a form, or like a booking form. Like, here's my calendar link, and say like, hey, we're giving out for a limited time free website audits, and I'll tell you, and you list all the benefits of what this audit will do for them. List the before and after of what the audit will do for them. And then you make a call to action. Hey, book a call with me here, put your website link here, and then you hop on the call. I would do a Zoom thing like this and tell them what they need to change on their website. And here's the thing, you could tell them everything that they need to change, and 90% of people are not going to do it.
Right.
You already knew that. So, so give away the goods, and then, hey, you know, invite, hey, would you like me to do this for you? Or you like me to work with you? Can I tell you about my coaching program? Ask for permission. They say yes. Then, hey, would you like to do the one time or the monthly?
Great.
Does that feel doable?
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant because I don't want to get into website design. Again, I'll do it if that's like the secondary. If they need it, I can do it, but I'd much rather do the coaching. And so I'm wondering if a lead to do website is going to make me more website business, which isn't necessarily the direction I want to move, but it is an offer I have.
Sure.
But,
so a way to kind of even break that down a little bit is, if you said earlier that you have curriculum already. So
right.
If you kind of look at all the curriculum that you have and kind of do what I'm doing here, where you just, this area right here, we're just basically idea brain dumping, and we're just putting out a ton of ideas. So you might say, okay, here is this technique that I'm about to explain to you guys is called splintering. So what you'll do is you'll say, here is everything that my coaching includes. Boom, 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 boom. You're just going to list out every single thing on there. And then you're going to take one little piece, pluck that out, and splinter it, and you're going to use that as your lead magnet. What that's doing is it's saying, here's my core offer of coaching, and I've now taken a piece of what I want to do in coaching, and I'm offering it for free as a lead magnet. So then you take a piece of that core offer. I almost need to just draw this out, but you take a piece of that core offer and you sell it as a tripwire or a low ticket. So now what you're doing is you've gone from lead magnet free thing, tripwire low ticket offer. Now it's coming into your core. So it's stemming from that, or splintered from your core offer, and now it's in sequence at that point. Does that make sense, or do I need to actually like draw that out?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Jordan, if you could draw it real quick for the other people that are more visual learners,
Yeah,
I think that would be awesome.
That's how I am. Okay, so you're going to basically say, all right, here's my core offer. And within my core offer, I have, I have one-to-one coaching. Well, all right, guys, what would entail a coaching in the chat, or just in the chat, what would go into coaching like this? So we have 6 sessions. We have group trainings. What else? What else would be?
Mentor match.
What is it?
Mentor match.
Okay.
Mastermind.
Mastermind or group coaching. Okay, what else?
Oh, someone said email training, Greg Henderson.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Yep, email training. Yep, that's perfect. Email marketing training.
Yeah, a good way to think about it is what is everything that your avatar needs to experience the transformation?
Social media marketing training.
Yeah. Like set up your, you can set up your Facebook business page. Get your
that's a good one. Oh, even,
social media setup.
Something that I do is I'll go on people's websites and there's a little tool called a pixel finder. Are you familiar with that?
Mm-hmm.
So I can see, you know, if they have a pixel on their website. Guys, a Facebook pixel is a way to track. I'm not going to get super into this, but what I'll do is I'll go, okay, this website doesn't have a pixel on there. And then I'll create what's called a video or a Loom video using, I think it's useloom.com. And I'll screen record me talking and saying like, hey, you don't have a Facebook pixel on here. You know, you're missing out like on if you're running paid advertising or anything like that. So even just like how to set up a Facebook pixel. Oops. So, okay, we could go on and create all these different ideas, but then what you want to do, you're saying, okay, here's my core offer of coaching really. Then you're going to pick something out of here. And that's when you create, you know, that's how you look at creating a lead magnet, because now we can go and we can pluck one thing out of there. And maybe that's email marketing training, like how to actually write emails that are going to convert. You know, you're not going to sell them on actually creating an email for them, but you're going to teach them how to do it. And so now we've got an idea for a lead magnet. And then we've got, you know, this core offer, Tripwire.
So
see how I'm just
are low ticket, $7 to $97.
Low ticket. So 7 to 97. So now we're taking something out of this. Again, when I'm looking back at the core offer here. And so what out of there could I take and actually, you know, sell that? Well, maybe we take these three right here and we actually package that together in like a mini course or something like that.
Like the social media startup package for roll.
Yeah, exactly. So now we've got some kind of mini course right there. And then it goes and actually leads into, after that, now the next thing in sequence is that they're actually going to, like, the next thing that is the most logical thing that makes sense is then offering your core offer. So you see how now we've gone from, oh, wait, I don't want to do a done for you website build. I actually want to coach. So we took it from what is coaching, the core offer, what's all invited or what's all included in that. And we're splintering pieces off. And now we have a lead magnet idea, a low ticket idea. And now you've got a core offer of your coaching. So it's in sequence and it's actually making sense and it's setting you up for coaching. Does that help?
Yep,
does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yep. Perfect.
And then, you know, your last thing, and I didn't put anything here, but Ron mentioned it, was the profit maximizer. And so with that might be, you know, that's what Ron was saying, like, this is a year-long one-on-one coaching program. That might be, you know, something, or 24 months or whatever, that might be your big sale at the end. But kind of what Ron has been saying.
I'd do like a 5 or 10K, like 6-month or 12-month mastermind.
Right.
Okay.
And so kind of what Ron was saying, I love this example. Like, you know, when you first meet someone, you don't say, hey, do you want to marry me? No, that's not what you say. That's not how relationships work. You don't skip that kind of step. Sometimes maybe that's worked for people, but a lot of people are like, hey, what's up? I'm Christy. Do you want to buy my $5,000 coaching program? And everyone's like, no, holy cow. Like, no way. I'm not going to buy your program. I don't even know who you are. But what this is this lead magnet right here. Really, you know, even before this would be like free content and stuff. Content is like, you know, that's the handshake. That's eye contact. Like, hey, what's up? Lead magnet might be, you know, let's go get some coffee. Okay. And the low ticket might be, let's go on a date. Like, let's go out to dinner. Core offer, you've been dating for a while or something like that. Or you're just like,
core offer is like, you're going to get married.
What's that?
I think core offer is like, will you marry me?
Yeah. Core offer is like, okay, cool. Will you marry me? And then profit maximizer is like, you guys are married. You see how we're married, like, it's relational.
We're gonna have some kids.
Right. Yeah.
So that's exactly reverse engineering. That's essentially what we're doing here. We're just reverse engineering everything. So,
For
guys,
some
did
of
that
you-
help? Did that help you guys? Tell me in the chat if you have questions or if that was confusing, if that helped.
Mhm.
Let me know. I want to know.
Yeah. So thank you, Christy. I'm going to go ahead and mute you up. But I
Yep,
really
1 second. I really appreciate what you guys are doing. I am not a praise Jesus, can I save you type of Christian,
Mhm.
but the quote that I love the most and that I try to live by, although I'm not perfect, is live your life in such a way that those who know you but don't know God come to know God because they know you. And that's kind of what you guys are doing. And it was great to see your offering, and it was nice to remember for me that I really want a Christ-centered business that helps people and makes a difference.
Awesome.
That's
Praise the
awesome,
Lord.
Christy.
Thank you.
Awesome. Happy we were able to help. And yeah, hope to see some of you guys in the Christ-centered coaching program. So let's see here. Let's see if we got Renee back. I'm gonna unmute you, Renee. See if we got our audio figured out. Can we hear you?
You hear me?
Yes.
Great.
All right.
All right. So I don't know if my situation would be like considered as coaching, but I'm gonna throw it out there anyway. I've been traveling for almost 30 years since I was a teenager, selling a cleaning product. I hire, recruit inner city youths, give them opportunity to make money, so on and so on. But I've always had this this dream of starting a self-sufficient shelter for individuals who that's homeless, families that need somewhere to go that don't have anywhere to go. But what this shelter would consist of is them growing their own foods, and the facility teaching them how to get back out of society and be self-sufficient. So I want to know how to go out there and get investors and to come in and buy this land and kind of get it set up.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if that'd be called coaching or if that's just pure looking for investors or whatever, but it's just been one of the things that God has put on my heart for years. I've wrote up sketches, I've dreamed about it, I've talked to family about it, but I've kind of put it on the backfire because I've traveled and this is the business I've been doing, but I've sort of lost interest in it because it's like I'm feeling fire, like I want to do this. This is something I want to do.
So if you had to boil that down into a couple questions, how would you rephrase that?
How would I rephrase it?
Yeah, how could you boil it down to a question?
To a question.
Yeah, like what is it that you want to accomplish? I heard you say like coaching or say investors, land. Like I need more clarity on what you want
so
to make.
I want to have other people to come in that have that same idea, that same thought, or that's been that has the same passion for helping others. So I mean, I'm how do I go out there and find investors to get how do I get finances to get that started?
Sure. So it sounds like at the moment your business is a means to the mission field of starting this center. So one thing that finding investors for a property or thing like that is way outside the scope of this challenge in this course. That's something I'm trying to learn myself right now, so I can't really advise you on that. But what I can do is share what I've done so far. Is I hired a coach, I hired a mentor, and I'm getting support people on a board of directors to guide me in that process of starting it. So the first thing that I would do to start moving forward in that is write down what I call your weaponized vision. A weaponized vision. The Bible says that people perish for a lack of vision. And I don't think we have a clear vision until we actually take the time to write it down. Because in order to raise funds or get any of this going, you have to really clearly communicate the vision of what you want to do, so people can buy in. Like, it's listening to you. A good coach always tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So let me preface that and say, when I listen to what you're talking, I really like the idea of the center and your heart motives, but it's difficult for me to buy into the vision or see what you're trying to create. I think there's some room to create some more clarity there. And then when you're clear on the vision, the path to how becomes more clear, because you know the end spot that you're going to. Otherwise, it's like, all right, I'm going to get to this place in New Mexico, but I don't have a map or any like that. I don't know how to get there.
Oh, okay. Well, honestly, I thought I had the vision all mapped out. Like I told you, I've written it down. I've drew maps of it and everything. It's just the part I think I'm missing. I thought I was missing. It's just finding like-minded people.
So if you have it written out, can you express, like, if somebody was like in passing and asking you in a short way, like what your vision is, how could you communicate that powerfully? Like, what is it that you see? A good way to start saying that is, I see like what you want to do. Can you try putting it in the I see statement?
I'm sorry, was that a question?
Yeah, can you try putting your vision into an I see statement? Like, for example, mine is, I see a Christian camping conference center.
Yes, I can put it in I see, because I actually see it. So yes, I can put it in that aspect.
Can you share that with us?
Yes. Okay, I see acres of land with families that, that have, suffered, that needed somewhere to go. I see us bringing these families in and teaching them how to be self-sufficient as far as feeding themselves. We're growing, vegetables and food, and we have, things that they need around, with, the schools, the church, and we build homes on there for these families that come in. And the other part of the idea was, because I live in Florida, during hurricane season for the last 10, 12 years, we've had people that came in from different parts of the country. And I've had this thought of putting homes on there for people that needed to come in from getting, when they get hurricaned out or tornadoed out from Mississippi, because that's our surrounding states. And a lot of people come from that part. So, I mean, I guess right now that kind of sounds like I don't have the vision, but honestly, I do.
So with vision, the person that it's clearest to is the visioneer, the person with it. Like, in my head, I know what color the chairs are in my conference center, and I know where the stage and the sanctuary, like, I got all that up here, But the thing about vision is that it can always be clearer and clearer. And how it works for me with vision is, like, I'll have this big picture, and as I get closer to it, it's like I'm going down the path, and then I get closer to it, and then boom, it opens up again. And then I start going towards that, and it gets closer and closer, and boom, it opens up again. So keep pursuing clarity more there, because this is such a big dream, such a big vision. There, you need people, you need plans, you need funding, like you need a lot of this stuff. But the most powerful and first step that I would do is creating a weaponized vision.
Hey, Rena, I actually really love this so much, because we have a very similar vision, my wife and I, that the Lord's given us. So ultimately what that vision is kind of a lot like what you were saying right now. Sorry, my video was off for a little bit. Ultimately what the Lord is like put in my wife and I's heart is to actually go and create buy land that has we even have like prophetic words over it. With that, there's water running through the land. We're going to teach, or we're going to be like kind of a self-sustaining little community where there is like, it's believers, like kind of getting back to Acts 2, honestly, is a huge part of like my heart. And the Lord's been speaking a lot of that community for years. And it's been like so big that it's been like, how on earth is this ever going to happen? Well, recently I was like, Lord, like, you have to provide the land and the people. And he started bringing people like out of nowhere, just started bringing people to us. And I want to show you, actually, that is like kind of the big vision, is that it's going to be a place for believers where we'll actually go out and like into the cities and the highways and byways, and like as people are getting saved, like come into like kind of into this community to get them up and running, get them like with, they're like teaching them skill sets, teaching them business stuff, actually discipling them, worshiping, eating together daily, like praying, being in the word all the time. And like, this is step one. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
This is called a fifth wheel. It's an RV that my wife and I just bought, and I've been remodeling it. Basically, I gutted the whole thing, and this is step one. Like, this is a bit unconventional to go and move out of a house into like a small RV, but we have 2 kids and we're going for it. And so I've been remodeling it, and what I felt the Lord has said to me is like, this Good Spark is my business where I'm building funnels with Ron as Christ-centered coaching. Good Spark will fund these kind of things. So it's funding us buying an RV, and then eventually it's going to fund what I believe it's going to fund the land, and it's going to fund different houses, and it's going to bring all these different things. Like, so what I'm saying to you is that perhaps a business right now would be a starting point to funding different things. That's my vision. I'm not saying that that's exactly what will happen for you, whatever the Lord is speaking, but it could be funding or like reaching out and getting people like-minded interests, that kind of stuff. But for me, it's like, he's just giving us steps. This has been a vision in our hearts for years. The Lord started speaking it to me. Then we started researching and all this stuff, and like business, now RV, and then eventually moving into like buying our own land and having a community of believers together. And like, now he's bringing people, and like he's beginning to bring resources and different facets. So we have a really similar vision, and I'm just like, I'm excited that the Lord's like doing that for you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I mean, what I would also say I know people have some big dreams and big visions here for conference centers, camps, like homeless centers, like all kinds of cool stuff. And what the temptation is to focus on the current state of lack of funding. Like, I have this big thing, but I don't have the funding, and that's the part that is really obvious, and for us to see that we need, and the temptation is to focus there and exercise all your energy, and I don't have any funding, I need money, or like whatever. And that's such a low level of this whole process. It's so low on the scale because it's not what we should be focusing on. The money is a byproduct of delivering value. When you deliver value and solve problems, the money is the easy part. When you can communicate this stuff clearly, the money is the easy part. It really is. I know it may not seem like that, and it's because we don't have 100% clarity yet. A lot of times we need somebody to process this stuff, bounce ideas with, and have that place where it's okay to make mistakes and fail, and it's not going to be like cost you an arm and a leg. And that's really what we accomplish with in coaching. That's what we're going to go and do a little bit now in VIP at 2 o'clock. But yeah, we're not meant to do any of this alone. Okay, where the idea of being a solopreneur is an illusion. Okay, you need people. The faster that you can build a team, get a coach, a mentor, and a mentee, and build a team, like this whole thing is gonna go a lot faster and go a lot easier. But the key to also building a team, I'm learning, because we've been building our team this year, is crafting a weaponized vision. And what a weaponized vision is, something that is so clear, it draws other people into buy-in. Like when I shared my vision about the camp and conference center, I had 2 different people send me camp properties over Facebook for me to go and look at. I had another person tell me, hey, when you get that place, we'll come in and volunteer in the kitchen for you in the summer. I'm like, praise God, that's awesome. But when you can craft a powerful vision, it's easier for people to buy in. Not everyone has tremendous big vision and all this stuff. Some of you are, the marketplace is a means to the mission field. And people that are like big vision people that are doing that, you're supposed to be a profit partner. You're supposed to be a strategic partner to help build the kingdom. Not everybody is meant to go and build a camp and conference center like I want. This is a dream I've had for years. And the Lord's finally saying, now go. Not everybody is going to want to do that, but some people will want to volunteer. Some people will want to sow into it. People want to send their kids there. Like it's all different. So I hope that kind of helps and on why we need a weaponized vision here. So, all right, I think that's a good place for us to pause for today, because we got VIP in about 10 minutes, and I gotta use the bathroom. So,
me too.
Guys, was this helpful today? How was this for you today? Are people getting some ideas on how you can make some products, some programs, some coaching? I know Chrissy got some breakthrough. How about, okay, yeah. Cool. Yes. Thank you. Awesome. Good frameworks. Hey guys, I would also say this, because it's like limited how much we can do on the Zoom. Like obviously me and Jordan would love to keep talking with Rena for like the next hour and help her out more, but we just don't have it's just a time thing. So what you can do is remember that we're a family here, to help each other out. We have this cool community, this little Facebook group, where you can go and post some of your product ideas, share parts of your weaponized vision, ask for help, ask for feedback, okay? Jordan and I are to support you, but all of you, for the majority, a lot of you people are gonna become Christ-centered coaches. So you can practice in a safe place in helping and guiding here. And the best way to do that is to help by asking questions to help people arrive at the answers themselves, okay? And go friend request each other. We should all be friends with send Facebook friend requests, right? You guys are obviously all serious. If you're here on day 6, let's run with the big dogs that are serious, right? Yeah, Veronica's like, oh yeah. All right, guys, we'll see you in VIP in 10 minutes. Here's the homework one more time for you. The homework here is to go live in the Facebook group. You can do this right now. It's really easy homework today. Share where you are at right now. What have you learned? What's been a big aha moment? How has this challenge impacted your life so far? How is it helping you think, have new ideas? We want to know what's like the most effective part of this challenge for us. We kind of want some feedback too. This is the first time we're doing this challenge, and we want to make it better and better every time we do.
So we love that feedback, and we'd love for you to take action and share. Maybe some of you should share your weaponized vision. That would be pretty cool. All right, guys, God bless you. Thank you so much. VIPs, we'll see you in about 10 minutes.
All right. See you guys. Bless
Bye.
you. Have a great day. See ya.